are almost done chasing grades, and now we are about chasing clarity of life. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Last Days in Uni Show, a space where we let final year students speak their mind on what matters to them. I am your host, Abdulhamid Alabi Adeyema, an exceptional masterpiece of alcoholic, the best of creators. My guest today is not a guest, but a friend. I would say is the definition of don't judge a book by its cover. Because when you watch him from afar, you will conclude he's one of the unserious type, whether academically or religiously. Now, when you get to speak with him first, particularly speaking about money or riches, you will believe this guy can do anything for money. But when you get closer to him, you realize he's a different person. Because of his physical personality, one statement people say to him most is, "You don't look like a Muslim." And you respond with, "How does a Muslim look?" Before you know that I am a Muslim. Dear viewers, meet our guest today, Abubakar Olayiwola Abubakar. Welcome on the show, and thank you so much for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
But why don't you look like a Muslim?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that question.
I believe you know where that is coming from, those comments is coming from.
Definitely.
And then, so you should make adjustments so that they won't keep asking you.
I'm even looking towards a long-term solution. I think I have to go and draw like Fatia somewhere around.
Exactly. Or you print the Quran here so that you look like a Muslim.
Exactly.
I know you get that comment of you don't look like a Muslim in not. But then I want to ask, has anyone ever argued with you when you say you are a Muslim, arguing that no, you are not a Muslim? Has it ever happened?
Countless numbers of I've had to defend myself being a Muslim. Seriously. Many times, like randomly on the road, amongst family self, sometimes you will be like, nah. So,
what do you use to defend yourself? Do you recite Quran or what?
I don't have to. Once I tell you I'm a Muslim, I don't believe that one is left to you. It's left to you. I cannot be stressing myself on that. So, but let's just leave that out.
Okay. So let's go down the memory lane. Can you remember how we first met? Can you remember?
Well, okay. If my memory is as strong as I recollect, I think I've always noticed you in the department. And I've always wondered, who is that guy, that scholar that is always like, whenever they throw questions,
that is how you people implicate someone. Who is the scholar? I'm not a scholar, guys. If you know my CGPA, you pity my life. Continue.
You do know that examinations and tests are not due tests of knowledge.
Okay, now. Okay.
So let's establish that first.
Yeah, let's continue.
Secondly, and like I was saying, I always notice you like from the front, exactly that particular front. You're not always like far from the first three rows, always there. And whenever they throw a question in the class, it was like every minute.
No. I beg to differ. Don't compare me and Pakistan. We are different.
Yeah, you may be different.
Yes. My own question, the question that I ask, is different from the type of question that Pakistan asks. We are different.
But regardless, yeah.
So I think from my own angle, the first time is, and I think it is also related to this, you don't look like a Muslim comments. So that day I saw you, I think it was our 200 level. I saw you at Juma. So we want to pray on Friday. And I saw you coming for Juma service. This guy, I was not asking someone, I know you are in my department. I was not asking someone, is this guy Abubakar? Is this guy a Muslim? And the person was saying that yes, he's a Muslim. His name is Abubakar. Abubakar, wow. I said, he's not looking like a Muslim. But though I did not say that to your face. But I told the person, he's not looking like a Muslim. So after Juma, I will come and meet you. Then after Juma, that is when I came to meet you. Yeah. And then we exchanged contact. And after that, as allowed with the next section, 300 level, we were both appointed as the PRO of the Muslim students. So making it your own first time of serving as the PRO and making it my own second time of serving as the PRO. And let's start from that PRO stuff.
Okay.
Serving in that capacity as the PRO of the MSSN. What did it change about you? And what do you love about it?
It changed my view of life generally. Because if you remember the introduction you made not quite long, you said my view about things is yeah. I think originally the way I was up, like growing up, I was the type of person that was kind of like street oriented, even though I didn't grow up in the street. But at least I have people around me that
Asomeko.
exactly. So their influence was like it embodied me generally. But I just didn't take the extra step to do all those street activities. But the knowledge and the kind of like influence was already there. So when my plans, like I always tell people that in 300 level, I plan to like explore life
Yes,
fully.
you always tell me that.
General,
You
like
talk
that's
about
what
that
I
every
had in
time.
my
Yes, you
mind.
said it.
That 300 level, I will flex life. I will see life as a university student. But lo and behold, I think Allah had other plans. So MSSN came calling. They made me a PRO, assisting my my very good friend there, and generally I saw life from different perspectives due to the friends I made in that period, and I'm very very grateful for it.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful they changed that idea about me. But later on, I got to like balance things at some point. Even though sometimes I feel like I wish I'd gone further in terms of the exposure that being that PR gave to me. I wish I'd like followed
Okay,
it
yes.
down.
The
But
stuff. Yes, I get the part you are coming from, because
exactly,
I realized that as well. So, but it was later after leaving the office that,
yeah,
oh, I could have done this. There are some things I started after my tenure as a PRO that if I had started during my tenure as a PRO, it could have been maybe more popular or more
okay,
accepted,
yeah,
or more accepted. Even though I'm still using the influence of
being a
being a former
PR, yeah,
PRO, and of course I'm still an executive, and
yeah.
of course people still get to know me. I'm still using that influence. And during our administration as a PRO,
Yeah.
like I always told you, when we go for the physical mobilization that we do, even though you don't like to talk to people,
Yes.
or yes, you don't like to address people, I still push you to the front. About to
Yeah.
go and do it. And one thing about you then is that you notice that there are some set of people that I push you to go and
Yeah.
address, and that is because your own appearance, your own physical appearance, the own type of dressing, it kind of mirrors them. So
Yeah.
when you approach them for audience, they are going to give you the attention. They are going to give me the attention, but not like you, because me, I will be always be on corporate or
Yeah.
wear my own native
Native.
with scarf.
Yeah.
So, but you still do like this guy. So if you
Yeah,
go and meet someone who dresses like that, oh, the person wants to give you attention, and I love that. And thank you so much.
No, thank
So
you so much, my bro.
moving
Thank you.
forward,
Yeah.
Department of Animal Production and Health, APH. How has it been for you?
I think after we graduate, from the moment I dropped my pen, I'll sign up for therapy first of all, for like 6 months straight. Let them just be like giving me this orientation of don't worry, it's not the end. It's not the end. Like that department shook me. Probably shook rather.
And it's still shaking. In fact,
Still
it's still
shaking.
shaking.
Yes, still shaking. I think it's God's grace that is keeping me alive like
Yeah,
this.
everybody, it's God's grace.
But it is what it is, Sha, at the end of the day.
Okay, the the academic life. I'm talking about the results now.
Yeah.
Is there some things that you regret that you did not do in your lower levels that could have boosted your results, and that you love the lower level to take note of it as they move on?
Okay. Um During my lower level days, especially my 100 level, because I usually tell people that was when I had my worst results in FUNAB. It's not as if I'm this book savvy type of person. Nah, I'm just like an average dude, but still yet, my 100 level days, I coming from secondary school, the kind of way I read or the way I like handle academics was always freelancing. That is how I'm serious.
Freelancing,
I
okay.
freelance book a lot. I have this inbuilt lifestyle of if the exam is not like 2 days to go, that book is not for me. Just leave it where it is. And it affected me a lot in my 100 level days, in the sense that the people I moved with, they didn't mean bad, but I just didn't click with their system of living. And to expand further on what I'm trying to say is that when I was 100 level, my guys, they would leave hostel, they would go and do night class. Error, the first error for me. I would like we'll go to night class, they will open book, me too, I'll open book. Only the guys that all of us are reading. After 10 minutes, I've slept.
Off.
These guys will still be reading. And it worked for them because when the results came out, they all had fantastic results, except me. It made me realize, what did I do wrong? At least we went together. I'm moving with them in
You are
post
not
that
you are
I,
not moving with them, you know.
okay.
You are not moving with them 10 minutes and 2 3 hours of reading. I
That's
know.
because I was not used to like
Mm.
reading in groups. And subsequently, my tutorial level, I left the school hostel. I started staying outside, and I started reading alone, like I used to
Mm.
during my secondary school days. The usual 2 to 3 days to exam. And lo and behold, my result was better, like very, very, I won't say like the best of results, but compared to my 100 level
Level.
days, yes, it was magnificent. Like I was really, really excited and happy that. But what now happened in the
100
100
level.
level? Later, I got to realize that the mistakes I made was that I didn't analyze myself.
Mm.
I didn't take note of what my errors were and what my strengths were. She understand. 200 level, the people I met, they made me look into myself. What works best for you? Okay, if you have used your
This
strength,
method.
like you have used this and this and this and that, there are other things so you can try. For example, you can read with people if you feel like what you are reading is not entering your head. And secondly, you can always focus on past questions.
Questions.
I didn't know of past questions at 200 level. And I think that what affected me the most in my 100 level days because somebody once told me, FUNAB does not set anything outside what they've taught you. So I focused solely on what we were taught in class. I did not factor past
Past
questions
questions.
into it. You
Mm.
understand? So later on, I realized that okay, yes, past questions too, like it worked for me better. Then the higher we went, the tougher it become, but at least we
So
were
if
blending. We were
so
blending,
this
blending.
500 level, the
Yeah,
first semester we are seeing second semester,
yeah,
first semester exam.
yeah.
So did you use the same method of 2 days to exam to to
By
read?
God's grace.
Like seriously?
Genuinely, that is how it is
Wow,
for me.
I'm surprised. I never knew because I think this 500 level is when almost everybody is quite panicking. I don't want to have any carryover because
Yeah,
of MNG and the likes. I
yeah.
don't know that you still use that method.
See, my reading lifestyle
How would
is
then
addictive.
I would okay, I think it's fair enough because we have spaces
Yeah,
in
yes,
between the exam,
yes,
like
yes.
one day on,
One
two
day,
day
yes,
off, or one day off
exactly.
again.
Yeah.
Then I think it was able to do it. Okay.
I think my only fear though would be that when the results are out, the lecturer should not mark us based on what they said inside that book.
They should mark based on what you
What I
wrote.
wrote, yes, because if they are looking for verbatim, there will be error.
Oh, of course, they should.
Exactly.
Though
So
there are some lecturers. I don't want to mention them. There are some lecturers that they said that give me what I
yeah,
give
yeah,
you.
it was after
So
exam I knew.
so
Genuinely, it was
so
after exam I
for
knew.
those kind of lecture,
So
there is no level of explanation that
you
you
want to
want
give?
to give that they will
Yes.
mark you. And there are some lecturers that what they only need is your idea, except some keywords.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to explain a concept. There are some keywords that must be in your explanation.
Yeah.
So, but the rest of it, the supporting sentences, so you can still use your words in your own explanation
Yeah.
to do that. But that's quite risky.
Very, very
But
risky.
you attend classes.
Yes, I do.
How come you don't know that some lecturers have mentioned that give this back to me the way I give you?
The ones that I later learned that they said give it back to me the way I give it. I missed the first two classes. Yes, I think that was when majority of the instructions were given, the first two classes. And I missed both because of like post project break or something like that. Yeah, so and since then I've just been like gliding through classes. At least the knowledge I have in those classes was what helped when I was reading. And I just had to come put it in the exam. So everything is in God's hands.
So every one of us have memories
Okay.
in this now in
Yeah.
this school. So what are the your top three memories that you will never forget, whether they are positive or negative?
Negative.
Your top three memories about FUNAB that you can never forget.
My number one memory is negative.
Okay.
It was during 100 level days. We wanted to make this what's it called? Our ID card. We're asked to come to health center, I guess. There was this office by the health center that they said we have to do 1 or 2 registrations for X-ray.
Okay,
Yes,
X-ray. Okay.
X-ray. And
Oh, it is outside
yes,
the
and
building.
yeah, exactly. So we got there and we were quite like large in number, not very much, but at least the number was sizable. And due to the hour at which we got there, very early, he asked us to like write our names and stuff. But the attendants, the people that were running the lab, were not around yet. And the people that were there said we should just write our names by she understand. We wrote this name, like everybody according to the time we came. Then some homeboys, some niggas came from somewhere and they just created their own list. And I've always I'm a very shy type of person. Contrary to what many people might believe. I'm not really a public type of person. I don't like publicity that much.
Yes.
So but that day I was like I was pushed to speak. And sir, this is not right. You asked us to make a list here. These guys are doing something else.
Yes.
It's
And I
like
know.
this woman just lashed at me. I was like, who asked you? Just enter the line. I was nearly swallowed that day. To be honest, it's one of my worst memories ever in Funab. I'll never forget. I think that was the first one. The second memory was the first time I would ever party as a person. Individually, not like family party.
Okay.
Like as a
Tell me
student.
about that. I'm seriously I'm interested.
Yeah, I think this one was school hostel then. Yeah. They usually organize this party for freshers. We call it the freshers week.
Okay.
So every other activity, I didn't take part in that. But there was this one that they did overnight. They set the stage in front of like the female hostel. So everybody from around
Mabu.
no, not Mabo, Yat.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, so everybody and Yat and UK is not far from each other. So I stayed at UK. So I just had to leave my hostel because my guys to everybody left.
Yeah.
The hostel was empty. So it would not be nice if I'm the only one inside the hostel. So let's go and party together. I danced, I jumped, I did everything. That memory is still playing in my head like this. Like I will never forget that. I'll never forget that day. After that, I realized party was not for me.
What happened?
I didn't have the strength. Like I was raised to be like an indoor person.
Okay.
So after that, like this, I tried doing it again this last December. Like consecutively leaving the house. Nah, party is not for me
Okay.
at all.
So we've talked about the
That's
health center, the party, then the last one.
The last one. I think the last memory was you inspired that one. Or should I say you influenced it?
Oh,
The first time I presented in the school was
I remember.
yeah,
I think it was after a training.
yes,
a public speaking training.
public
So-
speaking training. Yeah, you asked me to like give address about the particular event that was going to happen. The following day, I was
How did you feel?
I
then?
was trembling before holding the mic. Like my heart skipped multiple beats. Like to be honest, but at least here we are now.
Alhamdulillah. And now you can now face quite a number of people
Yeah,
and address them, even though you don't want to do them.
yeah,
You don't
sure.
want to do that. You run away from that. But they do what you still get to do that.
Yeah.
Abubakar,
Yeah.
maybe I'm the only one. But these days, personally, I've been thinking about life after university.
I'm not the only one.
Because seriously, I don't have clarity. I don't have any clarity of what I am going to do after school. So I want to ask you, maybe you figure something out. What is next for you after university?
Mama now put me on.
On what?
Involve me.
Involve me, because it is almost every day now. I ask myself, what am I going to do after? Because see, the truth is that this university, and I'm not talking about, I don't mean FUNAB only, I mean as a university institution and institution generally.
Yeah.
So because we have things that we are doing, of course, academy is there, it can serve as a form of excuse that I'm still in
Yes.
school.
Yeah.
I'm still in school. I don't have to figure things out yet.
yeah.
I'm still in school. Let me just face my academics, or maybe just learn one or two skills as well. But now that we are getting closer to leaving the university environment, the question keeps coming, consciously and unconsciously. Sometimes if I sleep, if I'm on my bed before I will sleep, I will still give you a thought. How I will graduate by June, May, June, July, thereabouts. What is next for me? I don't know. So, is it the same for you?
I think it's the same and more.
More. I know. I don't want to believe that if there is anyone who lacks clarity than I am. No, I don't want to believe that there will be anyone who will lack creativity more than I am.
Okay.
But then what are the things you are interested in doing? Maybe if someone is let's say someone is watching now, what are the things you are probably interested in doing after school or that
Okay.
you have passion for?
What I have passion for, I don't think it has passion for me. Let me first before establish that, in the sense that
You are
what
not the
I've
speck of your speck.
exactly. I think that's the right phrase to use. In the sense that since my 100 level days, I misused the COVID break. I didn't learn like an artisan skill or a digital skill.
Okay.
And we resumed 100 level. Lo and behold, our federal government decided to gift us another long holiday. You understand? About 8 months, I guess.
Yes, yes.
I misused the 8 months as well. Like I didn't do anything. I don't know. Will I attribute it to the fact that I was young then? Maybe. I don't know. Then later on, my 200 level days, I went home after holiday. I told my parents that please can you just get me like a working system, like a laptop,
Yes, you told
just
me
to
about it.
delve into something digital before I figure out life generally. Just get me something digital. Well, till date, I don't have my own system to myself. Like I don't at all. Which is still like it's still like it hurts, but at least I know where I'm coming from, and I
Yes,
know
of
I'm going
course.
to in quote, even though the road,
Yes, yes,
even though
yes,
the
yes,
road may be
yes, yes.
rough, but at least. So I think personally, if I have a laptop now, the first thing I would love to learn is video editing.
Okay.
And if I can see someone who will sit me down and teach me like properly every pros and cons, every like aspect of video editing that there is to know, because I'm this type of person that I learn to earn. Like I have to first of all learn before
Sure,
earning.
sure, of course. That is the normal.
As
That
much
is the
as
understand.
I freestyle as a person, I like being told that do this thing this
This
way.
way.
If I sound to go and do it myself, I will feel a lot. Like
Yes, I get.
so I love learning first. Just put me through, like sit me down and tell me this is how this thing is. So first things first is video editing. If I'm done with video editing, I think I want to go into animations.
Okay. Yes, I think about that
Ah,
animation we spoke about
yes, we
it.
spoke about it. Yeah. So
I
I
think in
really
our
love
400 level.
yeah, I love animations a lot, but at least the
But
tools
then
to start all these
I
things,
thought
what
you
I don't.
started some courses on them
No,
that
there was
time.
no avenue for me to learn anything from it because I didn't have the tools yet.
So, well, I would say we should not wait for having a system. Of course, you know I do video editing too a little bit,
Yeah.
and of course, and I use my phone.
Yeah.
So I would say you should start something with phone as well.
Mhm.
There are of course there are a lot of free resources on YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
Online you will find a lot of resources. So I would say you should start something with your phone.
Okay.
So video editing
Yes.
and then animation.
Animation.
So everything still about being the creative
Yes.
space.
Yeah.
So generally. So that's yes, you can work on this. You don't have to wait for laptop. Just like myself too. I don't have up to now I don't have laptop. So sometimes when I do, I did when we have our seminar
Yeah.
and I was working for some people on their projects.
Yeah.
And the day the person saw me working on my phone, reading journals and putting everything together, he's like, "What happened to my laptop?" Well, bro, what do you mean laptop? Wow, laptop, wow. I don't have a laptop. I've been using my phone for everything. So the person was surprised. Why you have a laptop? So we can just keep going without spending the time that when we see laptop. So let's talk about your project. What is your project about? I know you work with chicken.
Yeah.
Umbrella,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So what is exactly?
Well, my aspect of my project is dealing with like the inclusion of phytogenics, like all these extracts
Okay.
from natural products, and to see how it influences characteristics of carcass in
Okay,
broilers.
broiler chicken.
Exactly. So, and I think by tomorrow I should get to know one or two things further from what I have done in my project, because supervisor just ringed in quote.
Okay.
You understand? So, and I have to say that during the process of the project, then like the activity phase, I discovered so many things that hurt me that I wish we had done earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Like genuinely,
Exactly.
it's sad that I'm just getting to know all those things in my final year.
year.
What was my 100 level days? If considering that I had bad results in that 100 level, if you had assisted me with maybe
Things like this.
yes, maybe that would have been my oral level is the worst memory I have in FUNAB. Genuinely, it is. So if maybe all these practicals upon practicals were,
Exactly. That
it would have,
exposure of this 500
yes,
level.
it would have been better for me. I love animals, but no birds. I'm not really a fan of birds.
Okay.
I'm more of the ruminant type, especially the bovine.
Especially?
Bovines like
Okay, okay, okay,
cattle
okay,
and
okay.
the likes. I'm a lover for cattle. That's why some people call me Fulani at me amongst my friends.
Why don't you now change your, like maybe meet the HOD when you get to know that, oh, your supervisor is someone who deals with broiler. Why don't you now change to
See,
cattle?
first of all, let me just put it out there like this. I settle with whatever I'm given. I don't like to challenge things.
Hmm.
I don't. There are some results that I had in lower levels that I feel like they didn't commensurate with my effort. But what they were giving, like, at least it's not a fail. So I just leave it like that. I settle for so many things because I feel like it's destiny. In quotes. So I don't challenge things at all. I don't. I don't.
Okay.
Unless I feel like maybe this thing is about to take my life.
Seriously.
Yeah. But any other thing, I just settle for it.
So what was your test ingredient about the phytogenic that you used?
It was onions.
Onion.
Yes. Allium sati. No, that's I think allium sepa. Yeah.
Oh. You mix it dried
Yes.
or
Now the extract, like
okay,
we
yes,
mashed it
extract.
to yeah, exactly.
And you mix it in feed or water.
Water.
Water, of course, for extract.
Yeah.
Oh, Alpha, do you come for masters? Don't disappoint me. Come and do your masters.
I'm not disappointing you. Yeah. Okay. Let me be straightforward. Now. Okay. My roommate is is a person that's close to me, and of recent we're discussing about academics and masters popped up. So what I said to him, I want to say to you now.
Okay.
I love academics when I'm not being forced to do it.
Mm.
So you understand? If there's no pressure on me that, but boy, go and do this thing, because I feel like this university I am there is peer pressure. I don't think I'm supposed to be in uni. Yes, my parents said and when thing was school. Me too. Yeah, exactly. And my other sister was already in school then. It's not as if I wanted it, is why I went to uni. And again, I'm not against it. Like maybe that part is not really clear. I'm not against uni, but it's not as if it is what I wanted. Because when you look at these guys outside the country and they say they want to sign like all this college, whatever, you see how amused they will be about university. Yes, this is my dream school. This is my cross mind. Like it did not at all. But my journey through uni made me realize that whenever I read and I understand, in quote, when I read and I understand, I tend to like academics. So I think after uni, maybe if I can just like brush up my masters quickly, I still feel like
brush up your masters quickly in Nigeria.
Yes, for the agricultural aspect. Then
quickly,
yes,
okay, quickly.
Yeah, because I still feel like I need to get like 2 to 3 more degrees.
Okay.
Personally,
because the quickly is why I'm making emphasis on the quickly is because of course you know the Nigerian system. Quickly.
It's masters now.
Masters.
Yes, it's masters. I'm not going to PhD.
I don't want to. we both know some people who are started their masters since we were maybe 200 level or 300 level, and they are still on the masters now.
Yes,
and you want to do it quickly. I'm not discouraging. I'm just
don't worry. I'll go with the system that pays me the most. I would love to like just get the masters.
Okay.
All
so
in all,
after the masters,
baseline. I would like to get the masters. Then still get like 2 to 3 extra more degrees. When the finances are no longer the problem or the issue.
That's the problem. That's the issue because the in fact if you don't want to think about it, you will be forced to think about it. Yeah. Because we are not getting younger anymore. So you'll be forced to think about how to make money. You can't just keep saying you don't want to go to school, you don't go to school, and don't make money. Because I believe after this first degree, for most of us, especially from the kind of background that we are from, so after this first degree, it is what is certain is that the financial support, the little financial support that we have been having, will, if not totally eliminated, will be reduced. Because if you're out of the university now, you'll be expected for you to go and at least spend for yourself sometimes like that. So the financial aspect has to be there. If you don't want to think about it, you'll be forced to think about it.
Definitely.
So let's close it like this.
Okay.
Are there people you love to give shout out to or thank at this moment for their contribution, things like that?
Okay. First, give thanks to God because He made all things possible. First things first, alhamdulillah. Then secondly, my parents, my mom and my dad. I may not appreciate them much in their presence,
Yes.
but at least behind them, everybody knows I love
yes.
my parents a lot.
Yes.
Like, thank you, regardless of the stress, the struggles, and everything I put them through in terms of academics, and always trying to like being there for me. Like, I know it's not easy, like training a child, she understand. Oh, my parents. Then after that, the plethora of friends that I meet in uni and outside uni. Every single friends and the aspect of friends, like the Muslim friends, the first set of friends I made, the FPY, the hostel guys, every single person. I can't stop mentioning names,
of course.
because if I mention like this now, I'll still be mentioning close to like 70 to 100 people. And that's
Definitely. That's a whole lot.
That's a whole
Don't even
lot.
have the time.
To every single person, every single one of you, thank you so much. Don't worry, my dedication page, I'll be acknowledgement
For the project.
right,
Right, everybody's
now that one will take like 50 pages out of my project. Please don't worry about that one.
So thank you so much for coming, Abubakar. I really appreciate it. Thank you so
anytime.
much, my guy. And that has been a section with Abubakar Olayiwola Abubakar. Yes, Alabi. Alabi,
yeah.
I am Alabi.
The one with the shader.
Thank
Don't
you
worry,
so
you
much
know
for
that,
watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share with friends. This is last day in uni, and I am Abdulhamid Alabi Adeyemo. Bye. Talk about your love life.
Anyway,
Why are you laughing? No, you cannot tell me anyway. Except you don't want to talk about that on cap.
ask anything you want to ask. I'll be honest with you.
Nice, me and you will know. I don't want to say I know them, but I don't know them.
Maybe I don't know them. I know them on my behalf.
No, that's what I'm saying. That I don't know them, but
Okay.
at least you've mentioned. I think two. Yes, in our discussion. Who is she?
If she was, she would have been fine. You understand what I mean by that? Okay, but I don't think love is for me. I don't think so. Not because I won't be good at it, but because I've not just found that one.
You know me, I'm looking for Afsa. Who are you looking
for a lady? Maybe in terms of name or anything. I think I would go for, because Moriam has been recurring these days.
If you want me, maybe I should just bring my phone.
Okay, you have list of Moriams.
I can go through.
Nah. I think there are two Moriams. If I'm being honest, there are two Moriams that they've been recurring these days. The two of them. Then there's another one. I don't want to mention. There's another one.
Okay.
Lastly, there's now another one. Now you see that I like sticking to one.
Okay.
Now 4 has popped up. 4 popped up, but and after that there are other factors that come together to play. And why I'm still, of course, single.
Apparently you're not ready.
Yes.
Financially, emotionally, everything.
Yeah. So, but all in all, at least I have until me.
And it's not NYC is there. NYC is there for you.
But I didn't set the deadline.
Yes, they play NYC.
I'm not still there now. I'm single to sleep up. Like, let's